the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. As you are aware that due to this COVID-19, everything was paralyzed globally, which was ultimately affected here and in our legal fraternity. Therefore, we would have to postpone our program, which was to be held in March of this year. Now, by the grace of Allah, this lecture program has been arranged and conducting today. Therefore, I welcome on behalf of the bar to all the participants and the lecturer being here in this program. It is great pleasure for us to conducting this program for the benefit of knowledge which can be used in our daily professional life. And we determined that till our tenure, we will conduct these kind of programs and lectures on different legal topics, which will be beneficial for all of us, inshallah. Today's topic is implication of non-filing of tax return. In this regard, I would like to produce a report of FBR which has given the benefits and advantages and disadvantages. FBR has urged people to file their income tax returns at the earliest to take advantage of numerous facilities offered by government for active taxpayers and to avoid disadvantages of being non-filers. Comparing the advantages and disadvantages of being tax filer and non-filer, source in FBR said that immediately after filing income tax returns, the name of filer would be enlisted among the active taxpayer. Whereas they added in case of failure in filing tax return, by due date, the taxpayer would have to wait for one whole year to become active taxpayer. Similarly, tax filers would have to pay only half of withholding tax as compared to the tax being paid by non-filers. A non-filer cannot purchase any property that is valued over rupees 5 million, whereas active taxpayers are not barred from purchasing any property. Sources further inform that non-filer pay 20% tax on profit of banks and saving scheme against the 10% tax paid by filers, whereas the tax filer pay 4.5% duty on supply of goods to government and companies as compared to 9% tax paid by the non-filer. On amount of contract, the non-filer pay 15% tax against 7.5% tax paid by the filer, and active taxpayer pay 15% tax on prize money of prize bonds, whereas non-filer pay 30% tax on the same. Similarly, taxpayers pay 10, 8, and 12% tax on commission amount, whereas non-taxpayer pay 20, 60, and 24% tax on the same. On annual token of vehicle, filer pay rupees 800 to 10,000, while non-filer pay rupees 10,000 to rupees 1,20,000, as withholding tax without non-filer pay rupees 20,000 to rupees 2,40,000. On cash withdrawal of over rupees 50,000 tax filer pay 0% tax against 0.6% tax paid by the non-filer, whereas filer pay nothing on bank transaction. It means cross-check, pay order, and demand draft, while non-filer pay rupees 600 as tax on each bank transaction. Furthermore, on property transfer, active taxpayer pay only 1% tax against 2% tax paid by non-filer, and tax filer pay 2% on total amount of purchased property, while non-filer pay 4% on the same. The non-filer pays 7.5 and 10% tax on auction by government and other companies, whereas non-filer pay 14, 15, 20% on the auction of goods of government or other companies. Allows you to claim back overpaid tax that has been withheld. You can imagine that what are the advantages and disadvantages of the taxpayer and non-filer of the taxpayer. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Anwar Kashif Mumtaz, Advocate of Supreme Court and ex-President of Karachi Tax Bar, who is expert in taxation and have also given so many lectures in this regard. I hope we all will also take advantage of it. Now, I will request Mr. Anwar Kashif Mumtaz to please come here and deliver the lecture. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everybody. First of all, I would like to thank President Zia Makhdoom, Chief Jamali, Awa Zafar, Saad, and the entire Executive Committee of High Court Bar Association for giving me this opportunity. I believe this is the first presentation about filing of tax return at the High Court, but it is at the same time it's an unique opportunity to exchange my views. But before going to the presentation, I'm just taking the advantage that the purpose of this presentation, why I accepted this invitation, is because that this presentation has two streams. One is your obligation to file your tax return. The other one is a scope of service available for the lawyers, assist the general public to file their tax return. It's a very big area which is unattended. And if you learn how to file the tax return, if you learn about the tax law, you can assist your clients to file their tax return. So it's again at the same time you can file your own tax return, but you can give the services to the client. So I hope this presentation will help you to understand and to have a broader perspective about the filing of tax return and what tax is all about. With this, I'll take you to what is tax. So, tax from the national tax. So it means you estimate your income. That this could be your income for the tax year and for the financial year. So it is estimate to impose a financial charge or the levy upon taxpayer, individual or legal entity by a state or a functional equivalent of state. So tax always imposed by the state. So it is a tax which